money back, woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. And Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is week Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, bet it's a, he say it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
On 1st down, Reds. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight right. Go. 280!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Four down. Here we go, back. 280! What's this, son? What's done?
On play action. That's and incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing's for for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Hey, look up.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Rip, rip.
Check hot route. Hot. 44.
Hold on. Look up.
They'll run to the 40. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles.
Hey,
because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
Great 15, great 15.
That's a big day.
Tyson. 81.
Wentz to throw and send it down. Quick hit here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him.
Come on now. Let's go.
He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone
Hey,
set.
other side, solid.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means
Hang in
is
there now. Hang in there now.
read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike, push on.
On second down, here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Gotta go.
And showing those hands.
Put a body on.
Reds up. Reds up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Reds up.
Hey, 4 down.
Right high.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tight end's right. Alert.
High.
3 down. Come on, you 1-8.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Here's the first carry for Terry Cohen. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game.
They'll run it now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Reds up!
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Let's go, run the ball.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Get up!
2nd and 10 is Trubisky again. Throwing inside complete. That's Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Easy. 4 down. Easy.
Blue.
Switch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
4 down.
Set up! 180!
Motion.
Blue.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. Reds up! Hey, 18. We're hot! 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up.
And he missed it. It's no good. and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed.
Two-jet.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally
74.
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sunday.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
What's your son?
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
You see it?
Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. And they come back now, start over again, and grind it out.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run the football before they've been intercepted. So that's a great job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is coming. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
They'll start with action left. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up a really nice yardage.
Very well read. This is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Red, up!
Four down.
20 high!
58, boys, 58, Mike.
On second down, Trubisky.
Like that.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down. And his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Red, up! 18. 20 high!
32, now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, you
18.
really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and the first down.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep down. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Round the ball after.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt.
18.
It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Blue.
They'll try to look for first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1.
Wide, get wide.
Red, up!
They'll run forward to Tariq. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
They come out here in the eye. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another third and goal.
Odd. 5 down.
20 high!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another third and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Thomas Rawls, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are in for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They had to have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating where we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Cutting 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Liz.
On play action. Wins. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on now.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside
Liz,
the 30.
Liz, 5-3.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Run.
They'll run him out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got really excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed.
Now they'll run it on the cross. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Black, come on.
Now Woods on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now.
Good chip.
Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
The penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Let's run, fellas, let's run.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey. 4 down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they haven't earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties.
Let's go.
First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Everyone's got four down.
Honey, hut.
58 to the mic.
Hey, 18.
Let's go, defense.
Trubisky. He's going to take it out to his running back, Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here. And brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6.
Go.
Moves the chains as well.
Hey, 18. Blue.
They'll throw on 1st down to Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Burton. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go. Red's up.
3 down.
1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's Burton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Stop. 180. Blue.
Mike's 54.
Red's up.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have hit half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage down the field?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. This is Cohen. That's a little bit over. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that'll get it done.
I was just going to say, maybe he gets you a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's it, baby.
Hurry.
Tight, double tight.
There you go. We got. You see it?
4 down.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Looking for Cohen, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Hurry!
Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Red, up!
Now Trubisky to throw. And it's and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. They've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The toss, Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Tight, guys, double tight. We got 4.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's go, run the
They'll
ball
be
after
stuffed
it.
twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Red, up!
4 down. Check.
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It'll be a loss of 7. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Hey.
Because some
Four
teams
down.
script to start the half. Other teams these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try to create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check 59.
What's up?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra
Hang in there
deep.
now.
They
Hang
want
in
to
there
run
now.
the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung
Bring
out
it
on
to
the
you.
perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
What's up?
From the gun on 3rd down. Win. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tate. A big kick that time, 52 yards. take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
Well, now you get to sample with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there.
We got, you see it, you see it?
Brings up a nice second down for him.
From midfield down, here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball just a few times for first downs and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
You got it!
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
What's your son?
On second down, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 35. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him.
Ram.
He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Mike, check.
What's your son?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them.
Come on now, let's go.
And keep that running game bottled up.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Here we go.
Short game down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red, up!
Trubisky will throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to throw it down here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
18.
Earlier in the game, it was touchdown
You see it?
or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th
Hey, gotta
quarter.
go.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Behind.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? There's a lot of confusion, have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. They can't do that. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Run! Yeah, baby! Boom!
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check!
Here's Kevin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
So got 3 in one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Great 15! Great 15! What's your son?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who's this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
What's that?
Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
The great 57.
And on the ground they go.
That's you.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Great.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. To his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Now a good fake here on 1st down. He gets it here.
Get on the field, defense. Blitz.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears have broken the tie.
I know we all been laughing. Sometimes we even exalt the guys that are give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants and a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from his
He lost the football. Well, I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Red's going to throw. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going up top. They got his man complete. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the play. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run it this. Here we go. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This one down near the 45-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
I got 11. Single.
What's up?
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
They'll look to throw. Possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. That's taken away from them by the mistake.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
We go. You see it? You see it?
Quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
We go. Let's go. Red's up.
Squeeze, double. Check.
Trubisky going to throw. But a wet one fly for Robinson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right.
Fort
Then
Tokyo.
with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
4 down. Check.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him.
Come on now. Let's go.
Really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get out of the situation. He'll need to.
Has it left side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, stat.
And 58 is the mic. Oh, 58 is the mic.
Hey, empty.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Please. What's this, son? Run. Lefty. Listen.
Slam.
Listen.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, headed in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.